Get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac CT6 from around $479 per month.
Tonight, breaking news, two men very close to the president, one of them surrendering, pleading guilty, and a guilty verdict for another. Just moments ago, the president's longtime personal attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen, surrendering to the FBI, pleading guilty to 8 felony charges. Among them, campaign finance charges, the prosecutor saying they were payments meant to influence the 2016 election. Money paid to silence 2 women who Michael Cohen believed would be detrimental to the campaign and to Donald Trump. Also breaking tonight, Paul Manafort found guilty late today on 8 counts against him. The jury could not agree on the other 10 counts. The president's former campaign chairman now facing significant time in federal prison. And moments ago, President Trump's first reaction on camera. Also developing this Tuesday night, authorities before the cameras just a short time ago, the body of the missing college student, Molly Tibbetts, has now been found. Authorities have just revealed the suspect is an undocumented immigrant. The powerful storm system moving east tonight, severe thunderstorms, dangerous winds from Virginia and D.C. up through the Northeast, and the major hurricane we're tracking tonight. And the stunning moment in court today involving the father and husband charged with killing his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters as his slain wife's father breaks down.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Tuesday night. And we do begin with the breaking news tonight. 2 bombshell headlines this evening involving 2 men who worked very closely with the president. A guilty plea from one of them and a guilty verdict for the other. On the left there, President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, found guilty on 8 counts against him. Jurors could not reach consensus on the other 10 counts. On the right, Michael Cohen, who just a short time later we learned was pleading guilty in another courtroom to 8 charges, surrendering to the FBI here in New York City. Appearing in court, the president's longtime fixer, who once said he would take a bullet for the president, pleading guilty today to those charges, including campaign finance violations meant to silence 2 women. Cohen acknowledging he was working, quote, in coordination and at the direction of a candidate for federal office. So tonight, what does this mean for President Trump? We begin with the drama unfolding just a short time ago involving the lawyer and the fixer who was at the president's side for years. ABC senior national correspondent Tom Llamas leading us off.
He was the president's loyal lieutenant and longtime fixer, the personal lawyer who once said he'd take a bullet for Donald Trump. But today, Michael Cohen walked out of federal court after pleading guilty to illegally paying hush money to silence 2 women who claimed to have had sexual relationships with the president.
Michael, what's your message to the president?
Cohen today telling the judge he was working in coordination and at the direction of a candidate for federal office.
Mr. Cohen pled guilty to 2 campaign finance charges, 1 for causing an unlawful corporate contribution, and a second one for personally making an excessive personal contribution, both for the purpose of influencing the 2016 election.
Just 11 days before the election, Cohen paid off porn star Stormy Daniels, who claimed she had a one-night affair with Trump. The president initially said he knew nothing about it.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? Then why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
But months later, a different story from the president's new attorney, Rudy Giuliani.
That money was not campaign money. Sorry, I'm giving you a fact now that you don't know. It's not campaign money. No campaign finance violation. So
they funneled it through the law firm.
Funneled through the law firm, and the president repaid it.
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Yep.
Prosecutors say Cohen was reimbursed by the Trump Organization.
Mr. Cohen sought reimbursement for that money by submitting invoices to the candidate's company, which were untrue and false. It was simply a means to obtain reimbursement for the unlawful campaign contribution.
Cohen also involved in the payoff to Karen McDougal, a former Playboy playmate who claimed she had a one-year-long affair with Mr. Trump. Just before the election, McDougal sold her story to the publisher of the National Enquirer. They bought it and buried it, a practice known as catch and kill. The president denied knowing about that payment as well, But Cohen secretly recorded a 2016 conversation where the two men seemed to discuss buying the rights to McDougal's story from the Inquirer publisher.
When it comes time for the financing, which will be...
Listen, what financing?
We'll have to pay you. So
Don't pay for cash.
No. I got... No.
Cohen worked for President Trump for more than a decade.
I'll do anything to protect Mr. Trump. I'm obviously very loyal and very dedicated to Mr. Trump.
When his home, office, and hotel room were raided by the FBI, the president was outraged.
It's a disgrace. It's frankly a real disgrace. It's an attack on our country in a true sense. It's an attack on what we all stand for.
Trump said he was confident Cohen would not turn on him. But the pressure on Cohen only grew. In June, it was clear he was looking to cut a deal, telling our George Stephanopoulos, "My wife, my daughter, and my son have my first loyalty and always will. I put my family and country first." And when Cohen's team released that secretly recorded conversation with Trump, it was war.
He's been lying for years. There's nobody that I know that knows him that hasn't warned me that if he's back is up against the wall, he'll lie like crazy, because he's lied all his life.
Tonight, Cohen pleading guilty to a total of 8 felony charges. In addition to the 2 campaign finance counts, there's 1 count of giving a false statement to a bank and 5 counts of tax evasion.
So let's get to Tom Llamas. He's live with us tonight from federal court in Lower Manhattan, right here in New York City. And Tom, one major outstanding question that remains tonight: will Michael Cohen cooperate with special counsel Robert Mueller? We did not get an answer to that today.
That is the big question. Now, the plea agreement does not prevent him from cooperating with federal prosecutors, but it also doesn't tell him he has to cooperate with them. And this is the big question, David, especially at sentencing, because prosecutors could recommend a reduced sentence if Michael Cohen indeed is working with them, including the special counsel.
We know that sentencing is scheduled for December. And Tom, I want to get to something that you reported on at the top there, that Michael Cohen acknowledged in court today that he was working, quote, in coordination and at the direction of a candidate for federal office. This was significant.
If there was any doubt in court, the court documents say that candidate was Donald J. Trump. And in court, Michael Cohen said this to the judge: "I participated in this conduct for the principal purpose of influencing his election." A bold statement. David?
Tom Llamas leading us off tonight. Tom, our thanks to you. And you heard Michael Cohen acknowledge he was working for a candidate for federal office. That candidate, of course, then won. And we are hearing from President Trump's lawyers tonight on this. Let's get right to ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega with more on this. Cecilia, good evening.
David, good evening to you. And we are hearing from the president as well. He just landed in West Virginia not long ago ahead of a campaign rally that he will hold there tonight. His first reaction coming in, however, it is about Paul Manafort, saying he feels very badly for his former campaign manager. Let's get to that reaction right away, coming in from Rudy Giuliani in a statement to ABC News. The president's lawyer saying, quote, "There is no allegation of any wrongdoing against the president in the government's charges against Mr. Cohen." Now, that is true, David. The government's charges don't name the president, but Michael Cohen made it clear, as Tom just said. He says then candidate Trump personally directed him to make those payments to Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. David, legal experts are telling us that that could in and of itself implicate the president in this.
All right, Cecilia, stay with us here. And as you mentioned, Cecilia, the president also reacting for the first time on camera tonight to the verdict involving his former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort. Guilty on 8 counts. As I mentioned at the top, jurors could not reach consensus on the other counts. Just a short time ago, the president saying this doesn't involve me. But what he went on to say about Paul Manafort. Here's ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas at the courthouse tonight.
Tonight, President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, is a convicted felon who could spend the rest of his life behind bars. After 4 days of deliberations, the jury rendering its verdict guilty on 5 counts of tax evasion, 1 count of failing to report a foreign bank account, and 2 counts of bank fraud. They were unable to reach a verdict on 10 other counts, and the judge declared a mistrial on those 10 counts. Manafort stone-faced as the verdict was read, winking at his wife Kathleen as he was led out of the courtroom. His attorney later addressing reporters, saying Manafort got a fair trial.
Mr. Manafort is disappointed of not getting acquittals all the way through or a complete hung jury on all counts. He is evaluating all of his options at this point.
Prosecutors accused Manafort of masterminding 2 schemes, one to hide millions of dollars from the IRS, the other to defraud banks into lending him millions more. They said he stashed $60 million in 31 offshore bank accounts, telling the jury, use your common sense. Does it make sense that Paul Manafort had 31 overseas accounts and that he forgot that he had to report them? They argued he used the money to bankroll a lavish lifestyle, posh homes, fancy suits, and $18,000 Python jacket. The trial, the first big test for special counsel Robert Mueller, and an extraordinary fall for Manafort. Just 2 years ago, he was running the Trump campaign, guiding the candidate through the convention.
They're going to see a leader. They're going to see a decisive person with the human side who cares about people.
Trump seemed thrilled.
Paul Manafort has done an amazing job. He's here someplace. Where's Paul? Paul Manafort.
But soon Manafort was pushed out amid a swirl of stories about his work for Ukrainian officials with ties to Moscow. Last summer, a dozen armed FBI agents raided his apartment, seizing a trove of documents.
I've always found Paul Manafort to be a very decent man. I thought that was that was pretty tough stuff.
And last week, even as the jury deliberated, President Trump still rooting for his former campaign chairman.
I think it's a very sad day for our country. He worked for me for a very short period of time, but you know what? He happens to be a very good person. And I think it's very sad what they've done to Paul Manafort.
Mr. Trump refused to rule out a pardon, and tonight the president sounding dismayed by the verdict.
It doesn't involve me, but I still feel, it's a very sad thing that happens. This has nothing to do with Russian collusion. This started as Russian collusion. This has absolutely nothing to do. This is a witch hunt, and it's a disgrace.
Pierre Thomas with us outside the courthouse in Alexandria, Virginia tonight. And Pierre, Paul Manafort faces significant time in federal prison, perhaps the rest of his life, just based on what we witnessed today. And we also know tonight, Pierre, it's not over for him. He faces yet another trial and separate charges from the special counsel in just a few weeks.
That's right, David. He faces another trial in Washington, D.C., beginning September 17th. And on the 8 counts he was convicted of today, he faces a maximum of 80 years in prison. And remember, David, he's now in jail on allegations of witness tampering in that upcoming trial. David?
Pierre Thomas with us every step of the way on this, Pierre. Thank you. The president has called this a witch hunt. He said it again today. Just moments ago, you heard it. The trial of Paul Manafort, a very big test for special counsel Robert Mueller and his team. Terry Moran has covered the courts for years and special counsels in the past for us. Let's get right to Terry tonight. Terry, you heard the president. He just said it. It had nothing to do with Russian collusion. So we continue with the witch hunt in his words. But what does this mean for Robert Mueller?
Well, the stakes were so high for Robert Mueller and the whole office of the special counsel, David. They aimed high at the president's former campaign chairman. This is the first trial to go before a jury, and they are relieved tonight. They got major convictions, which, as Pierre points out, will put Paul Manafort behind bars for a long time. But this was not a ringing endorsement of this prosecution. There is no question the jury didn't like some of this case, couldn't come to an agreement on it. If anybody's the winner here, it's probably the jury itself. In a highly politicized environment, they managed to reach a verdict very methodically. It was a victory for them. David?
And they took several days to do it. All right, Terry, Pierre, Cecilia, Tom, our thanks to all of you tonight. In the meantime, we are going to move on to the other breaking developments involving that case making national headlines. Authorities coming before the cameras late today with news on that missing college student in Iowa. Police now revealing they have found the body of Molly Tibbetts. She vanished while jogging more than a month ago. Authorities with the suspect in custody at this hour, and they say he was in the U.S. illegally. ABC's Alex Perez in Iowa tonight.
Tonight, after a month of searching and arrest and the disappearance of Molly Tibbetts, authorities charging 24-year-old Christian Rivera, who investigators say is an undocumented immigrant from Mexico, with first-degree murder. The suspect himself, police say, leading them to the rural area where police say he dumped her remains.
She was found in a cornfield, and there were corn stalks placed over the top of her.
The University of Iowa student was last spotted going for a run near cornfields July 18th. According to investigators, Rivera followed Molly and abducted her about 10 miles from where she was living in Brooklyn.
He ran alongside of her or behind her, and then she took off running. He in turn chased her down.
This video capturing her smiling just days before her disappearance. Her emotional family spending much of the last 34 days asking for the public's help, pleading for her return.
Hang in there and miss your pie. Come home.
Investigators had been working around the clock since she mysteriously vanished, the FBI helping investigators zero in on her digital footprint and location information from her Fitbit. But authorities today revealed it was surveillance video captured on a neighbor's camera that helped them track the suspect down.
The video was critical, I'll put it that way.
And Alex Perez joined us live